Step 38, fertilization result. In this step, I will explain how you can analyze your fertilization result, whether you had a good fertilization or poor fertilization, and what could have been cause for poor fertilization. Generally, next day after the egg collection, we check for fertilization result. We really want to see 2PN eggs. That's normally fertilized eggs, which can be used to grow embryos. 2PN means you have one single cell of egg and you have two nucleus. One is an egg nucleus and the other one is sperm nucleus. If you see one nucleus, that's called 1PN. That means unfertilized egg. You can see only eggs nucleus. If you see 3PN, means that's abnormally fertilized egg, and that egg cannot be used for your IVF cycle and need to be discarded. Generally, I will explain what you should expect from fertilization. Let us say you had a total number of 10 eggs. Then it turned out that 2 of those eggs were immature and 8 were mature. Really, you cannot fertilize immature eggs. Out of 8 eggs, you really want to get at least 6 fertilized eggs. 50% is a very good number. If you get more, that's excellent, but it should be more than 75%. If you get less than that, that means that you had a low fertilization, and you should try and find out the cause for that. Generally, if you select a method, IVF or ICSI, correctly, you should have a very similar fertilization. Let us see in this scenario. Let us say you had 10 eggs in total, and you did IVF, and you left all those 10 eggs with thousands of sperm for fertilization overnight, and after 18 hours, embryologists checked next morning, and they found out that 6 of those eggs normally fertilized. Now you got 6 embryos. 1 mature egg didn't fertilize, 1 egg abnormally fertilized, and 2 eggs were immature. These 4 need to be discarded, and you left with 6 embryos, and you put these embryos into the incubation to grow them to blastocyst. You got 6 out of 10. Now let us say you did ICSI, so you got 10 total eggs. Then you strip off the eggs from the surrounding cells on the same day of egg collection. Then you found out 2 of those eggs were immature. Those eggs you discard. Then you injected 6 eggs with a sperm. You injected 8 eggs with 8 sperm. The next morning, when you check, you found out that 6 of those eggs fertilized, and 1 mature egg didn't fertilize. 1 mature egg abnormally fertilized. Then you left with 6 fertilized eggs or embryos. Now you can see that whether you did IVF or ICSI, it didn't make any difference, because you got 6 fertilized eggs, and which can be utilized. If you select the method for fertilization wrongly, then you may have a very poor fertilization that you will factor in analysis of your IVF cycle. Fertilization is one of the critical milestones of human reproduction, and that's why understanding of your fertilization result is important in optimization of your IVF treatment.